Hello and welcome to another tutorial. So in front of you on the screen right now you can see a window with the sun shining through. It's just a simple scene set up just to show you how to set up like a light break-in for a player. So if you're creating a horror game or you want to add a bit of atmosphere, so to do that, there's a few ways of doing it, but one of the simplest ways of setting up a break-in light. So if we switch over to not unlit, if we switch over to our add to project and we go to point light, and then we drop the brightness down to maybe 25, maybe 10. Oops. And then we go into our scene and move our light. So then we'll create a little shape here. So go to add to scene and then drop in a little cube. And this is going to be where our light is. So we know where the light's located. And then we can adjust the radius of the light by switching to scale, which is this one, and then just drag. There we go. So we have a really simple corridor setup, a window at the end and a light. Now there's a few ways you can deactivate this, but like I said, one of the easiest ways is if we drag in a trigger box, and then we can place that where we want the player to trigger it turning off. So let's copy this cube by Alt and dragging. Let's place that there so we know where it is when we hop into the game. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into our level blueprint. So this now it won't do anything on its own. So what we're going to do is we're going to click up here, go into level blueprint. I need to drag that to the other screen, bear with me 1 second. There you go. So on this one, we're going to highlight our trigger box, open up our level blueprint, and then we're going to click the right mouse button, and then where you can see it here, we're going to go to collision, and then we want on active begin overlap. And then out of this box we're going to cast to first person character. If you've got a third person game, so the camera's hovering over the shoulder of the player and you can see the player, you just do cast to third person. So it's exactly the same process, but you're switching out from first person to third. Other actor is going to be our object. And then we want a slight delay. 1 second. And then what we're going to do then is we are going to go back into our level, our scene, and we want to highlight our light, and then we want to go back into level blueprint, create reference to point light, and we want to play sound at location. Now you might not have a light bulb breaking sound effect. Bulb, oops, it's not how you spell bulb, there we go. I've picked one up for free. It's a very simple sound. I mean, I don't recommend going outside and recording smashing light bulbs, but yeah, you can probably find one quite easily online somewhere. So then what we do is we want the player to trigger the sound effect and the light to go off at the same time, so there's going to be no delay between them. The code obviously fires from left to right, so this will be first, this will be second, and this will be third. So the next one we're going to do is set visibility, light component, and then we want it to be off, so we don't want to check the boolean, which is the red box here. So that if we click that, then it will keep the light on. If we uncheck it, it'll turn the light off. Now, location, we can copy that, and then we can do get world location, light component, and then we can drag that into there. So that'll play the sound within the origin of the light bulb, rather than just globally. Multiplier, obviously sound affects the player. If you have a loud noise, and you've got like a long term of silence, it will more than likely make the player jump. The idea is, if you can imagine a bathtub filling up, you know, it's like you turn the tap on, it takes time, and there's always the worry it's only going to overfill. Now with a player, that water represents their slow build up of fear or anxiety. So you want to shock them with sound or sudden fast movement, like a door slamming in front of the player, or a bookshelf falling in front of them or behind them, blocking a path. Small, subtle jump scares, but with large spaces in between, work best. So you can build that tension for the player. So obviously it's not going to have any tension in this tutorial because it's just a tutorial, but it does impact well and it does work well. So how this is going to work, the player is going to walk over the trigger box. It's going to detect that it's the player character, a 1 second delay, the bulb will break and make the audio sound, and then the light will turn off. So we should compile that and then test it. No, it probably won't work no mallet, but we'll give it a go. So player walks into the scene. Obviously here's our trigger box, there's our light, and the bulb breaks and the light goes off. Now you can change that slightly and have it so it goes off instantly or quicker. So you could do 0.2, and you can set the volume to be louder. So let's multiply the volume by 3. I'll show you the difference there. So yeah, so that's it for this quick tutorial. I'll do some more based on horror game themes. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you can, help support the channel grow. But cheers very much guys, enjoy the rest of your week and see you next time.